to see them with the arsenal that Simon's got for you. So Belmont versus Alf. Excuse me, not Ollie. I keep forgetting that Logic got that respect for Pikmin 2. So Stadium is a bit of an interesting pick. Obviously, it's one of these stages that we, particularly as a community, as MDVA, have been relying on as Starterville. It's the new Smashville. Considering Smashville, please let us turn hazards off. I hate that platform stand in there. It seems to be basically an even stage. Neither of these characters can really take a ton of advantage out of it. Those two platforms aren't really great for camping, aren't really great for projectiles. What they are going to let the Belmonts do in particular is toss those axes at an angle that really does knock recoveries away. You're not really going to be able to see Logic jumping in on Nika if Nika doing this right. But on the alternative, the Belmonts can go ahead and get that down air into up B combo that, you know, y'all see on Twitch, or excuse me, Twitch clips every now and then off of one of those platforms. That kills mad early. Please never hit me with that, Nika, if you're watching this on YouTube. I cannot stand that combo. You can't make me look like a fool. So getting started off 50 to 60%. And this is where we're going to have to see Nika make his money. Logic's recovery is very exploitable, and there are angles that Nika can exploit there with that axe. If he catches Logic once, that might be it. 2 forward tilt's not going to be enough. Logic using that invulnerability to get up at just the right time. Holy Cross dodging as well. But that forward air going to knock Logic off stage. And again, Nika seems to be doing what the Belmonts do best and trying to get that ledge trapping rather than going off stage and trying to knock him away. So Holy Cross going through Pikmin. You cannot stop that projectile. My lord, that's pretty good against in this matchup. Down smash to clear it off by Logic, though. And we're back to center stage here. Logic has a little bit more space to throw his Pikmin, but immediately Nika responds by knocking him to the edge and getting that tilt. Logic getting a little bit too antsy there. Gonna have to see how he can clean this off and if he can get into Nika's zone, because so far he is just trading hits, and that doesn't work well when you got a guy who wants to play across stage. Again, just zoning out with these aerials into tilts. Every now and then toss out a cross. When it comes back, that means that Logic can't go in and get that dash grab with the blue Pikmin. Which he's certainly trying to do. He's got blue, purple, red. So red to get through that holy fire. Blue to kill with that toss on the up throw as well. Toss away the red. Go ahead and start that purple. And try to give this man a bit of pain here. Monique coming in clutch. Cross-forcing Logic off stage. He does have that jump, which he used to avoid the axe. Very good job. Waits out the Holy Fire. More players have to do that, y'all. If Holy Fire set up a little bit too early, just stay on edge. Just don't try to challenge it. Max distance recovery there, but that's not going to be enough. Nika waiting this man out. So Logic down a full stock, trying to go ahead and get back in a hurry, though. Oh, my lord. Over 100 damage from that combo. When white Pikmin get that latch, you know you are in for some pain. My lord. All of a sudden, that big lead that Nika has, that seems a lot smaller right now. 124, this is up smash territory. Logic knows it, tossing out 2-3 on without abandon here. Monique getting slapped back and killed with that whip, though. And this is vulnerable. Nika letting him land. He didn't come out with anything. That's a missed opportunity. He's going to have to clean this stock up quick, or at the very least start racking up this damage. He hasn't really been able to get into an advantageous state yet. Forward tilt, don't you come at me. Don't you come at me, stay that distance. Down tilt to try to go ahead and just sneak him out, but that's gonna leave you vulnerable to the anti-air up smash. And now Nika's at edge, has to get back from Logic. That sneaky forward air, I'm digging it. Into the Holy Fire, bouncing off of Logic's shield, but yeah, Logic will go ahead and get that dash grab with the blue Pikmin, finishing off that stock. 92% means that Nika maybe needs another 20, 30 to start killing reliably. 150 and just about anything will do it, including the tilts at edge. Speaking of edge, that seems to be where Logic has to live right now. He is having a hell of a time getting stage control back. Nika doing a great job of preventing him from getting any kind of breathing room here. Logic wisely shielding that Holy Cross. That could have set up. Nika went to that platform to get one of those aerial combos to try to finish that stock out. 123. I'm liking Logic's approach here. He's not trying to rush in. He recognizes that he's down, but he also recognizes that full stage, he has the camping advantage. So he'll hop on those platforms, toss the Pikmin down, and just try his best to avoid Nika's strong hits. But that's going to wrap it up. Forward tilt again, making it a hard task to come up from edge against Belmont. Yeah, Simon do it right. He got the projectiles that you need. yeah, if you don't want to go ahead and hit the forward button, if you want to toss things at your opponent, if you enjoy seeing your opponent frustrated and potentially in tears, we have 2 characters for you in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, specially designed by Sakurai, Simon and Richter Belmont, excuse me. So game 2, I don't really think Logic needs to change that much. He had that one really explosive combo that made this a much closer game than it was looking to be. I'd like to see him do more of that. That's really what you got to do. It's kind of one of those no-brainer things. If you're doing a good job, do more of what you need to do a good job. So we're getting the counter pick to Palutena. I'm digging it. Nair trains are pretty good, and that Reflect is actually underrated. It has a ton of lingering. There we go. You see it right there. Just go ahead and toss out the counter and the Reflect and just say, all right, you can go ahead and have this Holy Cross back. I'm going to ask you to return to sender. And that Nair is a threat to kill just any time you're off stage. Already opening up 65 to 18, doing a fantastic job here and just forcing Richter to edge. This is just completely different from night to day. Suddenly, Nika's the one that has to go ahead and deal with Logic's pressure, and Logic is not camping. This man is going in while taking away these ranged options from the Belmonts. Great adaptation here. This counter pick seems to be working really well. Reflect that Holy Fire and just say, yeah, do you want to go ahead and toss out that chain? Sure, I'm not going to let you set up for it, though. 103 to 47. Palu not the best when it comes to kill power. Back throw an easy confirm if you can get it facing the edge at maybe 120, 130. But until then, just nair into I dare you to hit a button in the air, because Palu's back air obviously invuln with that shield, and that forward air is no small shakes here. That hits hard. Explosive, the triple parry from Nika? What a G. He didn't even get anything out of it. He just said, listen, I want you to know that I got this in the back pocket in case you were wondering about my tech skill. So yeah, this is, Logic has to get that. He has to go out there either with a neutral air, with that up air, any long-lasting, lingering hitbox. He cannot allow Nika back to center stage, because now Nika's going to go ahead and poke and prod. Logic has to change his options up because nothing he has links anymore. He's already going for that back air quite a bit, just trying desperately to get this kill. And it is not working out as Nika is starting to grind this back. 144, I mean, yeah, he's at kill percent, but Logic is too in about 15%. Rate might be toned down, but it is not gone, ladies and gents. That forward tilt with a little bit of percent. Logic might need to watch out for that stock. Down tilt to force Logic off stage now. Set up the camp game. Holy Fire. Logic waiting out as he has been want to. That's the answer. Nika has to adjust to that. Holy Cross not going to finish it up. Neither is that back air. And Logic trying with these up airs, but Nika somehow manages to get back to the ground and answers with his own. He's got to get off this platform, though. So forward throw, not going to do it. Explosive Flame, again, dodged by Nika. And this time it's Logic tossing projectile to the stage, but Nika, oh my lord, Nika tosses out that forward smash. Logic says, do you know who I am? I am a goddess, and I got this counter to take your life. Send you to heaven. I'm here to stay. Nika trying for that down air uppie. That is such a stylish combo, but at this percent doesn't always connect as well. Instead, we're going to have to see, again, the counter there. That range on that thing. I never knew that it was that range. Logic, have you been labbing this matchup? This man's been playing against Mog a little bit too much. So, tilts on edge. Nika kind of just doing the Belmont thing of trying his best to get Logic to drop shield at an inopportune time. There we go. Logic trying to get a dash attack. Not the best idea, as that got snuffed out. And then the deep axe finishing it off. That's one of those where if you just have to go ahead and say, all right, yeah, you got me. You can't air dodge that one. So Logic doing a pretty good job this game. I'm digging the counter pick as well as the way at which he's approaching this matchup. He uses his projectiles when appropriate, when Nika doesn't have the opportunity to set up that wall, and uses his game-breaking aerials to just get in on this man and open him up. Forward air, back air, and neutral air are all very good against the Belmonts. He just hasn't been able to get Nika dead off stage. That's what he really needs to clean up here if he wants to win this in a dominant one, but he is doing so good right now in the back air. There we go. Yeah, you don't always need to go ahead and get him down there. That back air will finish it up even if you're high, and trying for that high recovery with the directional air dodge. Now Nika starting to get this chip damage in, 70% already. Up to 85 with the down tilt, and he's got space trying to angle that aerial, but can't quite snuff Logic off the platform. Neutral air out of shield, that's the Palu special 2.0. We gonna still have that? Who knows? See me next week. Nika charging up that smash. He had a message to send, and Logic was not interested in paying that collect fee. Good reflect there on the cross, though, getting him back to center stage, and Nika above him, trying for that up tilt, but not quite going to finish up. Now it's Nika's turn to go ahead and just toss out this whip and say, hey, you got something for me? I need that stock, son. So Logic, 145%, 2 stocks to Nika's 1. He is trying to get this comeback, but Nika is not having any of it. Game 2 is down to last stock here. And this is not really a insurmountable lead for the Belmonts. I feel that these are characters that no lead, or no one-stock lead at least, is safe on. All they need to do is wear you down patience and have a little bit of just, a couple minutes of tossing projectiles at you. This damage will come back. We're already seeing it. 86% to 32%, just about free here. Logic hasn't really been able to get anything started here. If he wants to see a Game 3, he's got to go ahead and get his confidence back here, because as it stands, Nika is having his way with this man. All right, retreating projectiles. Logic hasn't really had a chance to get that reflect going. He hasn't gotten the, he's kind of abandoned the explosive flame game plan as well as the counter. He's just trying to hit any of these meaty aerials to force Nika off stage. And he's got it now. Can he get anything out of this? No, not quite. Nika back with stage control, back tossing the Holy Fire and the axe. Great air dodge by Logic, though. It gets him back to stage, though. He's got to immediately get forced to the other corner here. This cross usage by Nika in this game has been doing a really good job of keeping Logic on his toes and forcing him to the air. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Logic, that teleport recovery inches away. He just couldn't reach out and grab that platform. My lord.